Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jay, and this is Non-Sequitur Gaming. I love Skyrim. It was one of my favorite games. One of the first role-playing games I really got into, like most people in 2008. Just dove in, played and played and played and played and played. I've got to have 400 hours in this game. I haven't touched it in years, though. It's already an 8-year-old game. But with Skyrim Remastered coming up, I figured I'd pull it back up and take another look at it. Now, I kind of want to come at this with a critical eye, because I loved it when I played it. It was top of the line. It had a lot of interesting things, but that was in the era before open world games were the norm. In the last 8 years, pretty much every game that's come out has been an open world game. So Skyrim was kind of the herald of that. Skyrim kind of helped to cement that open world genre in our collective consciousness that arguably is going to be coming to an end fairly shortly. So I wanted to do it, and I wanted to give it the test, the proper test as an open world game. And I think that test is the test to be able to beat the game using any playstyle you want. Skyrim had the problem where it forced you to use offensive skills to kill things. You need to use archery, two-handed, one-handed, or destruction magic, or arguably conjuring, to deal damage and kill your enemies unless you were going to have a companion. But I don't like companions, I find they make the game too easy. We should be able to play through this game with any playstyle we want. And I want to test Skyrim. I want to see if Skyrim can do that. I want to see if I can get to the end of this game, and to the end of each of the quest lines, using a playstyle that I am comfortable with. So I've made a decision. I am going to play through this game as an illusionist. I'm only going to be using illusion, sneak, pickpocket, lockpicking. The only kind of quote-unquote offensive magic I want to use is illusion. And that presents us a big problem because illusion doesn't work particularly well, especially in the early game. Illusionists don't have very strong abilities. Illusions don't affect automatons. They don't affect undead, which are a huge enemy type. And most importantly, they do not affect dragons. And as you all know, Skyrim is a game about dragons. With perks, you can make them affect undead and automatons, but I don't ever think that there's a way that you can get them to affect dragons. So we're going to try to work around that, and we're going to try to beat Skyrim the whole way through. Just absolutely the whole way through. All the 5 major quest lines, the companions, the Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild, the Mages College, and of course the main storyline. If we can go all the way to the end of those 5 stories, using only illusion magic for our offensive skills, then we will have proved this really a strong contender for an open world game. If however we can't, if there's an obstacle that we physically cannot overcome, and we'll see it the way it is, as a relic of its time, an early game that didn't really have the stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to choose our race. I don't particularly like Argonians. I don't think their abilities are all that effective. Bretons, very likely, the bonus to magic they have and the dragon skin power are incredibly effective, especially for a magic user. So there's a very good chance that we're going to be using a Breton, almost exclusively. Dark Elves, again, resistant to fire and Ancestor's Wrath, not useful. High Elves, arguably are a better start to this, because they start with a Frenzy spell. However, it's a very limited advantage for a very small amount of time. Illusion isn't the kind of abilities where you need to burst. You pick one person, you enrage them, they fight their allies, you hide, basically, for that amount of time. That burst magical regeneration that Altmer boasts isn't as helpful to illusionists as it is to other kinds of mages. Imperials have a natural calm spell, which is interesting, can be useful. Plus, you always get more money. That being said, both of these abilities are well and truly negated into the late game. Khajiit, they're Khajiit, they can see in the dark, they have claw attacks, not particularly useful. Nords, they have battle cry. It's, basically voice of the Empire, except they run away. Now, one might not think that orc is a good choice. However, Berserker Rage is incredibly good. And when you need to knuckle down and run through a situation where you could die, it's actually really effective. However, unfortunately, because we would only ever be able to use half of that ability because we're never going to be dealing any damage, they're not quite a worthwhile pick. Redguards have introduced stamina generation, which for a mage is really absolutely useless. And Wood Elves have command animal, which we don't want. So, we are going to play this game as a Breton. Now, the neat thing about Bretons, we're going to be the skinniest Breton ever. I think we already are the skinniest Breton. Yeah, we're the skinniest Breton. Because they're related to the Altmer, they actually get really weird skin tones. Personally, I like palest white. I think it suits mages. Yes, I understand that I will lose my changes, game. We'll just pick one of these that looks ridiculous. That one looks ridiculous. They all look ridiculous. I like this crusty old fucker. Look at him. You know what? I think I like that crusty old guy. Yeah, this is our Breton. Beard and all. We're the oldest illusionist in the world. We have a huge face tattoos. Alright, I am pro whatever is going on here. I think a good name for us is something that really embodies the spirit of this run. And the spirit of an illusionist in Skyrim. So we are going to be... Please go away. Alright. I'm going to assume you've all seen this opening cutscene, so I'm going to skip through it. No one needs to watch this again. This seems totally unnecessary, except for making the Imperials look like absolute monsters. Like, she just says, no, we'll kill him anyway, it's not important. Like, that's monstrous. Why are they letting this happen? I love this guy. He's such a badass. He's like, fuck you, shut up, kill me. Don't be a wuss. I don't know why the axe is already bloody. What has he been killing before this? Like, that's the first execution of the day. Why did the axe start off bloody?
You Imperial bastards! Justice!
I guess they didn't want to animate the axe becoming bloody.
What do you see?
Everyone's freaking out, but he's like, no, I'm just going to do my job. This is it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me over these explosions, but this is it. Dragon attacks, use meteor strike, everyone dies. This is when we just absolutely speed run. What we're going to do, we're going to come through here. I'm going to run up the stairs. They're going to burst through this wall. That guy dies. You can jump out over his shoulder. Run through here. I hate doing this because you have no agency. Down comes Alduin. You just run by him. Yep, he flies away. He gets to this wall. We cut through here. Got to run quickly. He's about to class some fire. Just push through, ignore all the exposition and scenes, hear nothing but conflicting voices, see some assholes, run through here, jump through, and into the keep. That's how I do that. I hate... Once you played this game once, you don't want to watch all that shit again. Ever. Just ever. It's not something you want to view more than once.
We'll meet again in Sodemgarde, brother.
And it kind of makes ridiculous things happen. Like, I literally just jumped over Alduin's shoulder.
We're the only ones who made it. That thing was a dragon.
Yes, we know it's a dragon.
Just like the children's stories and the legends.
Shut up and cut me out.
The harbingers of
cut me out! I'm shorter than him.
We better get moving.
Didn't realize that. Alright, Bretons are just little guys. Yep. Could you... Oh, he just drove that knife directly into my nuts. That's cool. Alright, I have to take all this guy's stuff.
Alright. Get that armor on.
And I actually have to put it on or this doesn't move along. So, thing is we can't, because that's armor. So I'm just going to do some swinging. And see if he counts this. He does. Yeah, look at me. Giving this axe a few swings. Now we're going to hide. Hiding is a lot of what we're going to be doing in this run. Solutions that I can't illusion my way through easily. I'm just going to hide.
Come on, the Imperials! Keep moving! Take cover! Get this gate open.
I love how, if you go with the Imperials, the guy will be like, maybe we can talk to them, and they try to murder you. But if you go with the Stormcloaks,
No.
they literally just like, we'll murder you. Yep. They didn't even see me. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I wish I could pickpocket, but for when they go aggressive, you can't actually pickpocket.
I'll spare you for now.
Alright. Jesus. That was
Maybe
brutal,
one of the
dude.
Imperials had the key.
You're a rough guy.
Let's
Oh, you already got the key off him.
be here.
Whatever. Take what I can. Try to take things that are valuable. We're gonna have to be selling a lot of stuff to buy our first
Here
spellbook.
we are. Found the key. Let's see if it opens that door.
I usually like to take the key first, so I don't have to wait for him to open the damn door.
Come on.
Alright, now we
Let's
just
get
run.
out of here before the dragon, the whole tower down on our heads.
I can run around this corner. I always try to get there before this falls down. I've never been able to do it, though. I don't imagine you physically can. I'm still getting the tutorial. Shh, 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 shh. No, no one's here. Don't mind us. Wait, what is he?
That dragon doesn't give a piece.
Grab everything important and let's move.
Shut up.
Dragon's burning everything to
Roll
the
off.
ground.
I just need to
Alright.
gather some more potions.
Alright, we're just gonna sneak up on these guys. Nope.
Get ready.
So, I guess Rayloff doesn't really like the whole sneaking thing. Too bad, we don't really need him. I try to get at least a 1 to 10 value ratio. Unfortunately, that is hard to do at this point in the game, so I'm just going to be picking up most things. Oh, look. God, I'm a crusty old fuck. Look at me. I do not give a shit.
See if you can find any potions. We'll need them.
That is true. Some would say that alchemy is a good thing for this run, but I disagree. There's theoretically a way I can pickpocket poison onto people, but I don't really want to use that. Because, again, the same things that are immune to illusions are immune to poison. So it's not really helpful for me to do.
Done?
Yes,
Get moving.
let's go. Sneak in here. This guy's using barrier and stuff. But you know what beats barrier? Goddamn giant hammer. That beats barrier. No problem. Steel dagger, that's pretty valuable for its weight. Just keep taking stuff. Just keep stealing everything while people are actually fighting.
No, I haven't seen
And
since
let's
the
go get
dragon
dressed up as a mage. I've heard this story so many times, I have no interest in even pretending to listen. It's a testament to how many times I've restarted this game to try different runs.
Looks like there's something in this cave.
Is he gonna go through the dialogue even though I'm already in here?
Grab anything useful and let's go.
Okay. I was really hoping that he would say the whole Pix thing. What is this? This is pretty good. This light armor, I think, is actually got a better weight to value ratio than the heavy armor I've been picking up. So let's get dressed up. These things are immediately valuable. I'm still going to be wearing my foot wraps because fur boots have armor ratings, and we can't have anything with an armor rating because that will increase one of our armor skills. One of the things I don't want to do in this game is overlevel. If we overlevel, the fights will become even harder. And based on the fact that we are not going to really be able to do anything at high levels, we want to level up as few skills as possible in as few ways as possible. That being said, I'm going to need to know how to pick locks. There are a few options in this game where picking locks lets you go around a lot of fights. And because I am supremely poorly suited to fighting, it is going to be very important for me to be able to avoid those with good lock picking. Probably shouldn't be breaking my lock picks at this point in the game. They're pretty valuable, and my lock picking skill is very low. There's not really anything in here. This is just a room for you to practice lock picking, and they're all novice, so it's not even a place for you to practice hard lock picking. Like there's not anything in here. There's just a skeleton. Hey, he's got gold on him. Yeah, 6 gold. Not worth it. let's move things along. Remember, just loot everything you see. We need the money. Then they're having a whole conversation, talking about the Jarl. But if you just run through... Yeah, he just goes and talks to them. Now, I like to
Orders are to wait until General
hide.
Tullius arrives.
I'm not waiting to be killed by a dragon.
Still don't have a spell we can use.
Just give the
But I'm
general
pretty
some
sure
time.
we can sneak through this area without engaging any of these guys. The Stormcloaks will come in here and just go absolutely nuts. So we just let them do that. Uh-oh. Don't move. We don't want to be seen and shot with arrows. The Stormcloaks, or whatever side you've picked, always wins anyway. So just go and steal their armor. Like that is not good weight to value. That is like a 2.3 per pound, or per arbitrary weight unit. Like this iron dagger has a better weight to value ratio. Like 35 for 100 is not good. 8 for 20 is not good. Whereas, you know, arrows, that's good. 5 to 30 is not great, again. But this one, yeah, that's, you know, that's over 10 per unit of weight. These things, this is a little bit less than 10. It's 7.5. But that's better. I would dump awesome Imperial Steel armor for crappy leather armor because it's got a better weight to value ratio. And the weight to value ratio is the thing that's important. The helmets and the chest pieces especially. Oh, Stormcloak Soldier. All their stuff is worthless. Like, no one wants to pay any money for it. Which is why it's much better to go with the Stormcloaks. You get way better equipment from the people who get killed if you go with the Stormcloaks. Otherwise, you're fighting a bunch of Stormcloaks as an Imperial, and you're just getting no bang for your buck. Yeah, I'm sure you have. Just kill them with the axes. Alright, good. And again, we are getting...
Go on ahead.
And we get 2/3 of our carry capacity. Now if you drop this down here, this does fall in and break this. But if you circle around here, you can get back to the bottom of it and watch it collapse. However, the reason I go here is because there's a potion and a coin purse. And like I said, with us needing to buy our first spell, every bit of gold helps. We are pretty much defenseless until we get that first illusion spell. And even then, we're still defenseless. Like, there's a bunch of spiders in this room. I don't know. I can't do anything about them. I'm just going to sneak around. Oh, they see me. They see me. They see me. Run. This is going to be a lot of this run. Just running away from things. Rayloff, are you going to go in there and handle this? Oh god, there's a lot of them coming. I wonder if they'll fight the bear. Actually, I don't think they come. Oh, nope. I wonder if they aggro against the bear. I wonder if I can, whoa, pull them into each other. This is going to be this game, finding out what I can aggro. There's also gold here, so let's get that. 31, that's pretty good. Alright, spiders everywhere. Hey, spiders. Meet Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear, there's spiders. Mr. Bear, Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear, I'm not a spider. Mr. Bear, stop. Oh god. Please aggro to each other. Why are you not aggroing to each other? I'm out. I'm gone. Rayloff, you have a good life. It's been good fighting beside you, brother, but I have to go. Yes, I hate the tutorials. Alright. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. Alright. We're safe. Rayloff is probably dead, but we're safe. I don't know how you got through that, dude. I left you in the middle of a bunch of monsters. Alright, peace. Wait, we have to get him to tell us our next objective. Tell us. You know, I wonder if I just run away, what will happen.
Looks like he's gone for good.
I can still hear him talking. Yep, he's talking like I stayed with him. Is that objective marker? Nope, it automatically goes to Riverwood. That's fantastic. Okay, so we do need to go to Riverwood right away. However, I have something to do first. Now, the way to Riverwood is down here and to the right along the river. You also hit the standing stones over there. But there's one place you should always go first. You can just walk around here. You see these steps right over in the distance. Well, once you get up these steps, you see that it is a monument to Talos. Some gold here. I was going to steal that. Also, if you just look around slightly, you see that there's been a bunch of murders taking place here. Like, here's some monks. They've got their various robes and what have you. I'm just going to take these. They can be useful. Boots. Again, it's about my value rule. If it has value, take it, and if it doesn't, don't. I like the hooded monk robes, though. And let's get some nice shoes. I realize now that we don't have boots, so we're going to pick a nice pair of boots off of these guys. Like, I like these boots. These are nice boots. I gotta say that I probably like the monk boots the most. But the reason you want to come here is for this guy. Because he has items like this. A hide helmet of minor restoration, a potion of healing, Thalmor orders, the robes, the boots, the gloves. Fantastic. Now we gotta pick a pair of boots. I think I'm partial to these boots more than anything. Let's throw those away. No one's gonna buy those. Hooded Thalmor robes. Excellent. Man, we got a lot of stuff here. Again, no one's going to buy that. No reason to keep it. Thalmor boots and Thalmor gloves are actually pretty nice. Let's take a look at ourselves. The only problem with the Thalmor boots and gloves is that they clip with pretty much everything. Like, that doesn't look good. Look, you can see the points coming out of my clothes. That doesn't look good at all. So we're going to just wear us some nice priestly boots. Yeah, there we are. We are a sexy, crusty old man. So, as for our next decision, it is which standing stone to get. You might think mage, because we're playing a mage. However, we are only using illusion spells. We will be sneaking, we will be pickpocketing, we will be lockpicking, so we're actually going to be using these skills much more often. However, because we need illusion to do any work, we are going to use the Mage Stone anyway. Because we need to rush to high level illusion so we can get the ability to use illusion spells on undead and on automatons so we can actually progress through the game. Because if we don't, we literally cannot progress through Bleak Falls Barrow. Bleak Falls Barrow might be a stumbling point for us. We might not be able to do it at all. And we only barely might be able to do it with high-level magic. These guys have leather on them. I guess we just ran into Rayloff. He probably stopped to explain to no one. Wolf pelt, that's good value right there. Oh, and this one had a silver garnet ring. Don't know why. Wonder if he's talking. See if I can catch up with him. For some reason I run way faster than him. You know, remember her? She talks about a dragon. Everyone thinks she's stupid.
What?
This guy's a bunch of stuff we're probably going to steal. Let's sell him some stuff right now. We have this iron war axe. Won't be needing that. We have this steel dagger. Won't be needing that. We have iron arrows. He won't buy them for anything, so we'll keep them. Sell the fur boots. The imperial armor. Could you imagine if this guy walked into the store? He like starts putting out multiple suits of imperial armor, like heavy officer's armor and like light trooper armor. You'd like look at him and be like, how many people did you kill? You'd be like, don't worry about it. It's fine. And like, they're a family that supports the Imperial. If you go with the Imperial guy, this is where they come. And this guy's like, so this guy supports the Imperials, but you're clearly a guy who's murdered a bunch of Imperials.
Until next time.
And he's just like, yeah, I'll buy from you. I don't give a shit. I don't really have scruples. Alright, let's see if we have enough money. We step in here and they're bitching about the claw, and I don't care.
Well, I don't know what you...
I don't care.
A bit of this and a bit of that.
Let's see what kind of spells he has. We need one spell in particular, Fury. This spell will keep us... It's really our only offensive spell, so we're going to buy that right now. Other than that, literally shows the path to a current goal. I have never once found this spell to be useful at all. So we are not going to buy it. Maybe later, but definitely not now. Is he willing to buy some of the stupid stuff I have? Not going to need these boots or that one. Not going to need 2 of those. Again, just selling as much stuff as possible. We'll sell sparks. It's not really worth selling, but it has weight. We could just use it, but we're never going to use destruction anyway. And he will buy these wolf pelts for nothing.
I better get cleaning this.
Yep, do not care about the golden claw, dude. So, now we use our very, very first spell. Now we have an illusion spell, so we will equip that in our left hand, obviously. We already do have flames, and because we are an illusionist, conjure familiar, we may use restoration. It's not offensive magic, so it's not off the table. And I think we may require it for some of the fights we're going to come into. Plus, restoration has the spells that cause undead to flee, which is going to be really important if we're going to do any quests with undead in them before we move on to the main game. Alright, we should go talk to Gerder and Riverwood. They should be done their conversation by now. Oh god, they're not. They're still talking. She gives you a bunch of stuff, so you can just steal it from her.
Raylo, what are you doing here?
Now we have to make a decision about what we're going to do first. Like I said,
What are you staring at?
it's entirely possible that we will not be able to do Bleak's Fall Barrow ever. Let alone now. So there's no reason to go into Bleak Falls Barrow until there's an opportunity for us to win. Rayloff just said something unpleasant. He said, look at you, almost a full-grown man. This kid is like fucking 10 years old. He's like, pretty soon you'll be joining the fight yourself. He's like, yeah, you can go away and get murdered like all the other Stormcloaks I was with. Like the ones who were being executed and killed by a goddamn dragon! Ridiculous. Okay. Oh, this conversation takes forever. Should be about done now, so let's go talk to Gerder.
Raylo, what's going on? You two look pretty well done in.
New to Riverwood? Of course. Here's the key to
She
the
just
house.
gives you the key to her
Stay as
house.
long- Oh, what's this all about? What are you two doing here?
Alright, what has some value here? That has value. That does. And a ring of minor illusion. That is an awesome find. I don't care. You gave me the key to your house for no reason. A ring of minor illusion is an excellent find this early in the game for this character. Like, that's just so lucky. I can tell this is going to be a good run, regardless of whether or not we can actually win the game. I think this is Gerder's house. Yeah. I know this map really well still after all these years. Let's see if there's anything valuable here. Food has an interesting value to it. That being said, it's really hard to sell for anything. Like, even the 5, I'll probably only be able to sell it for 1. So it's hardly worth picking up. Look, this chest is open, and there's just gold in it for me. Cool. Olaf and the dragon, the dresser, just let me take your clothes. Stupid hat. Super glad they're not here so I can ransack their house in peace. Why do they have a soul gem? Like, they're not spellcasters. Yoink. Potion of haggling. That would be stealing. Boots. Oh, an axe under the bed. These are the most American medieval Norsemen in the world. That's valuable. Did she just show up? Is she here now? Yep, looks like they have gone to the house. No, just pretend I'm not here stealing all your stuff. Is he supposed to be able to sit on this bed? I don't know if he is. Good.
I'm glad to help any way I can.
Now let's... What's going on here? That was weird. Time to go sell the rest of the stuff I just picked up. There's good sources of easily pick-upable and just immediately sellable stuff in these early levels.
The Riverwood trader is every...
I don't care what
Some may
happened.
call this...
So we have escaped from Helgen. Let's get to Whiterun. See, I'll let you know if anything interesting happens on the way, and I know it will. because there are a couple of events that are supposed to happen. There's a wolf attack that happens just over that ridge. And of course there's the meeting of the companions, which is the first quest we're going to try to do in this game. Now if you go north, there's wolves up there. And if you go this way, I think there's wolves like around this bend. Let's cast some illusion magic. It's funny, if you use it on things that like don't aggro, they will attack you. But they don't have any attack? Not any meaningful attack. Like that can, I don't even think this can do damage. Yeah, like it does nothing. So you just have a pissed off deer that follows you now? This is my friend. Dear friend, pissed off deer. You do it. What I was trying to show is harmless things, like this bunny. This bunny literally can do no harm. Alright, there's the wolf. He seems like he's backed off. That's great. I rarely take this route. I usually just cut across the mountains because I'm a crazy person. And I have no time for dicking about. But we're going to follow the road, considering that we literally can't defend ourselves. Oh, these are always fun. What you do with these is you go in here, you pull out one of your abilities, and then you throw it. And then all of a sudden, oh god, they saw me. I'm dead. I'm going to hide behind this rock. And hopefully they will kill each other and not me. This is a tree, by the way, not a rock. Oh god, they found me. Run away. Oh god. What's happening? Oh god. I'm being attacked by Imperial soldiers. What happened to the guy? He was supposed to draw their fire. I think he just ran off. I think that counted as releasing him, so I'm just going to get the hell out of here. I don't know whether or not the keep guards are going to side with them, or just let me go about my business. Please, keep guard, don't kill me. Like, what happens here? Doesn't look like they have any inclination to chase me anyway, so we'll be fine. That's the thing, especially about low-level illusionists. As soon as you cast your illusion spell, pretty much everyone figures out exactly where you are and immediately comes and attacks you. So it's important to level up stealth and illusion magic at the same time, so that you can hide effectively and cast your illusions to get them to kill each other. Now just over this bend, there is a giant fighting with the companions. It's actually really hard to get to this guy before the fight is over. Like, see? Fight over. And then she bitches at you for not helping. Watch.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
I literally couldn't get there in time. We're making pretty good time in this run. Pretty good time. I think the thing we're probably going to do first is the Thieves Guild missions. The Thieves Guild missions are... they're good for a non-combatant like myself to grind up some levels. Like, immediately when you do the Mages Guild, you have to fight undead. When you do the Companions, you have to fight bandits. But when you do the Thieves Guild, you just have to sneak around and take stuff. And now we can do that. That, if nothing else, we can complete. I love how it's like, no, you can't come in. But clearly this woman here literally just left.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Like, they already know about the dragons, so... I always use this Persuade because it always passes.
But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
I have never had this fail, so never bribe them. Now, they're arguing about weapons and armor. I do not care. I hate this guy. I hate him so much. I usually kill him, to be perfectly honest. I usually just shoot him with a bow, or slit his throat while he's sleeping, or use frenzy to aggro him and then have him get killed by everyone else. But I'm not going to do that this time, because I think that there's a better way. Now I love how as soon as you come in the door here, like you come in the big old front doors that clearly are designed for people to come in, and like as soon as you come in, she's like, hey, she pulls out her sword and like comes at you. I'm just like, I'm not even wearing armor or weapons. Hey, what's up? I'm gonna do some magic stuff here. This fire can't actually hurt you, which is a little bit strange. I mean, it's literally a fire and I'm walking on top of it. Alright, time to talk to the Jarl.
So, you were at Helgen.
Let's see what he's got. Necklace of Minor Sneaking. That'd be great if we could afford it. Novice Rose of Illusion. These I would like. Cannot afford them, but I would like them. What kind of spells has he got? Calm? Calm is an incredibly useful spell for what we're doing. Again, path to current goal, not valuable for us. This is okay, depending on how you use it, so we're going to have to pick it up. But not before we pick up Fear. Fear is much better for our purposes. Courage is really a spell to be used on companions, and we don't have a companion, so it's not really valuable. Muffle is incredibly useful, but also very expensive. We will probably be able to pick that up a little bit later on. Calm and Fear. Now we're going to immediately make those all our favorites, because we're going to be switching among them a lot. Alright, now we're going to talk to Balgruuf, and he's going to give me a reward.
Well done. Here, take this.
It's
as
just
a
steel
small
armor,
token.
though.
There. Come, let's go find Farengar,
Brigands I
my
can
court
handle.
wizard.
What this talk of dragons?
Looking into a matter
Well
related
done, man.
to the dragon.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. And of course, I'd say Magicka, but there's no value in increasing Magicka. It seems like there is, but you got to remember, the thing you have to remember is that all the perks, with the right enchanting perks, you can make it so you never use Magicka, really. So we're going to open up Illusion. We need to get to these perks as quickly as possible. Illusion spells work on higher levels animals, higher level people. Quiet casting is incredibly valuable. And this one, right here, Undead, Daedran Automatons, we need this to progress the game forward in any meaningful way. Oh good, he doesn't seem to care about any of this stuff. Hey, would you like to buy this stuff that I found? I definitely didn't find it directly behind you. Nope. Not my cup of tea. Alright, that's good. Thanks, that's brought us most of the way. This is the Armorer's Challenge. It'll increase your armoring skill. I don't use them till much later in the game. We're almost at the level we need to be to buy our Muffle Illusion spell, which will be very helpful while we are going to the Mages Guilds. We just need to steal a little bit more stuff. So you'll notice after you do this first mission, you automatically become friendly, and all of a sudden, all this stuff is no longer stealing. And this stuff here, this isn't very valuable, but it's valuable enough to get us up to where we need to go. So we're just going to steal all the silverware. Just literally everything. I don't know if this is a broadly known fact, but you can fill in your map quite a bit by going here and just clicking on these. Every one you click on highlights a new location on your map, and then you'll have those locations. So it gives you a better idea of where you're at. This is also a little cut that I always use. You can jump from here to here, walk around these rocks and jump down, and you're immediately at his forge without having to go around. It's probably my favorite shortcut in this game. Hey buddy, you want to buy some stuff? Definitely didn't steal it from directly behind you again. It's always important to know which exact parts of the map you can bypass by jumping. Like, you can jump over a lot of these low obstacles, and it really makes things quicker. Okay, now we just need to go to Belethor's general store, which is closed. I never remember what these are. There's a book that says, and I gotta get it, because I'm gonna do a lot of stealing in this run.
Nope.
Why does he not unlock the store until the middle of the day? Open your shop, Belethor! Faster. What are you doing? It's 9:30 in the morning.
Need something?
Yes.
Yes?
Alright, let's do this. Sell all that stuff we stole.
Yeah. I'd even buy one of your relatives if you...
Oh
On
my
the
god,
one
he's just
hand,
so sarcastic
but on
and I
the-
don't care.
All that matters is
he
that
still
I
not-
have what you need.
Is he still not
It's
open?
worth every
I'd go hang out here a little bit.
You know.
Do a loop.
get to the...
very often.
And go. Is he still... What is going on? Alright, this store is locked now. Because... Alright, I'm very confused. Why the hell is Bellathor's store closed at this time of day? It's the middle of the day. Who's looking at me? I'm just gonna sneak in the back and see if it pisses him off. If his shop is open once I get in here...
Can't a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here! You're not supposed to be in here.
I guess I should leave. Why is his store closed? I'm just gonna wait 24 hours and see what the hell happens. Alright. I guess Bellathor is just never gonna be open anymore.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
Is this just the new way of the world?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops.
I'm just gonna follow Bellathor and see what he does.
Time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need
Where are you
more
going, Bellathor?
experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
I'm just sneaking after you. I may try some pickpocketing. Don't mind me. I'm just sneakily following you. Nothing to see here, officer. Just a man crouching behind another man. This doesn't look weird at all. Is my hair clipped into my robe? I'm gonna have to get a haircut. I don't like the look of that at all. It looks like I have a hole in it. Looks like I have like the worst robe ever, and it's just a giant hole in the back. Oh, that's foolish. Gonna have to get a haircut. Alright. Are we done? You go in the back. Now the front should become open. This has been the most complicated... Nope, front's still not open.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Does he actually have to physically walk to the front? Is this just gonna be locked forever? Bellathor's General Goods, the back door is open. Is the front door? Yes. Okay. So, after 3 days of standing around and waiting, we're going to be able to sell this stuff.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Take a look.
That was excruciating for no reason. You'd be surprised how much you can make just selling the random crap that's around in people's houses that they let you take. We're not going to be able to do that quest. So, we have enough gold now that we can buy Muffle. And Muffle is going to help us a lot. It'll make sneaking much, much easier. Thanks, bud. And while we're here, we'll make that a favorite as well. So with that done and several days of in-game time passed, I think I'm going to call it a part there. I think this is going to be a fun run. I think it's going to test the limitations of Skyrim as a game. Unfortunately, we're going to see some weaknesses that weren't clear when it was released. But it's definitely going to be a good time finding out where the cracks are. My name is Jay. If you like that, give it a like and please subscribe for more content. You have yourself a nice day.